I'm back with an insane roulette strategy that combines both the no mirror and Rafael 6. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I took a little break from YouTube to work on some side projects, and while I was away, we hit over 12,000 subscribers. So shout outs to you guys. Thank you for the support, and thank you for all of the emails you've been sending me while I was away. We are going to celebrate with this insane roulette strategy I'm going to show you that involves Rafael 6 and the no mirror. So let's head over to a roulette table. And for those of you who don't know how to play the Rafael 6 roulette strategy, here's basically how it works. It revolves around all 6 of the even money bets you see on the roulette table right over here. Basically, for the Rafael 6, we are betting against the next 6 spins going in the exact same order as the table layout. For example, let's say we start off from the left side right over here. Our first bet would be against a low number. And if a low number hits and we lose, we move 1 to the right. We are now betting against an even number. So our second bet would be on an odd number. If we lose our second bet, we move 1 to the right once again. This time, we will be betting against red. So our third bet would be on a black number. So on and so forth until we get a hit. That is a quick rundown on how the Rafael 6 roulette strategy works. Now here is how we are going to change things up. Instead of a sequence of 6, we will be making a sequence of 3. So let me go ahead and exit here, and I want you guys to take a look at this spreadsheet. We will be making 3 sequences of 3. Now you can pick whatever order you want your sequence of 3 to be. The only rule is they cannot be the same sequence of 3. So check it out. Our first sequence is high low, followed up by even odd, followed up by red or black. Our second sequence is not the same as our first sequence. Okay, you can see that the order is different. Our second sequence starts off with even or odd, followed up by red or black, followed up by high low. Our third and final sequence, again, you can see that it is not the same as sequence 1 or sequence 2. It goes in a completely different order: red or black, high low, and even or odd. So once we take our even money bets and create 3 different sequences, here is how we are going to play. We'll go up to a roulette table and record the last 3 spins. So as an example, let's say the last 3 spins are 24, 19, and 11. Okay, so our first bet would be against a high or low number. So check it out. Is number 24 a high or low number? Obviously, it is a high number. So our first bet would be on a low number, 1 through 18. Okay, let's say that loses and another high number shows up, 32. Our second bet would be against an even or odd number. Take a look. Is number 19 an even or odd number? Obviously, it is an odd number. So our second bet would be on an even number, since we're playing against odd, number 19. Are you guys following me so far? I hope so. So let's say we place a bet on an even number and we lose once again, and number 15 comes out. Number 15 is an odd number, so in that case we lose. Our third and final bet of the sequence is against a red or black number. Check it out. Is number 11 a red or black number? Number 11 is a black number, so our third and final bet of the sequence will be on a red number. And let's say number 1 comes out. Perfect. Number 1 is a red number. We finally picked up a win. After we pick up a win, what we're going to do is clear everything, take the last 3 spins once again, and restart. Now, what happens if we lose all 3 bets in sequence number 1? When we lose our first sequence, we are simply going to move on to sequence number 2. Okay, so instead of betting against high low and then even odd and then red or black, we are now betting against even odd, red black, and then high low. You will do the same thing if you were to lose sequence 2. You would just move down to sequence 3. Now, there will be 2 scenarios where you will end the session. The first one is what we want. We will continue playing these sequences until we have reached 3 to 5 units. Once we have that locked up, we can end the session. The other scenario is if we get extremely unlucky and go through all 3 sequences and lose, count that as a bad day and end the session. Okay, so once again, if we hit 3 to 5 units, we will stop. If we go through all 3 sequences and lose, we will also stop. As for money management, I will be using a delayed negative progression. I'll put that up on the screen right now. For this session, you can see that I'll be using $5 units. Okay, so let's take a look at our balance. $3,611. I'm gonna go ahead and type that in here, just so we know where we've started from. We are now ready to start a session, but before we do, if you guys can do me a favor and destroy the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell. Okay, let's hop onto a roulette table. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do is take the last 2 spins and wait for this upcoming spin. So check it out. Number 11 and number 28 are the last 2 spins. Let's go ahead and type that in. Okay, so after this spin, we will be ready to go. Number 32. Okay, so our first bet will be against number 11. Is 11 a high or low number? Obviously, it is a low number, so our first bet will be on high. And I'm not going to cover the 0. I may hedge it when the bets get a little higher, but just so everybody knows, hedging loses in the long run. Okay, so I don't recommend it. Let's see if we can hit a high number here. Number 1 is a low number, so we lose. -5. Now, is number 28 an even or odd number? It is an even number. So, our bet will be on odd. Let's see if we can land on an odd number here. Number 10, no, an even number. So right off the bat, we lose twice, -10. Now number 32 is a red number, so I'm gonna place $10 on black. Number 24. Perfect. That is our first win of the session, +10. So after a win, what we do is clear everything. And what I like to do is take the last 2 spins and wait for this upcoming spin. Why? It's because we don't want to rush while we play our session. We always want to take our time, make sure we do everything correctly. Okay, so the last 2 spins are number 10 and 24. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. As we wait for this spin to finish off, number 29. Okay, we're ready to go once again. Number 10 is a low number, so let's put $10 on high. Looking for a high number. No, number 17. Okay, -10. So next up, 24 is an even number. So I will place $10 on odd. By the way, for my money management, on a loss, I'm moving 1 to the right, and on a win, I'm moving 1 to the left. So we are looking for an odd number to hit. Oh, it was on 35 and then went over to 12. So we lose that bet. Okay, 29 is a black number, so let's put 15 on red. If we lose this, we will go down to sequence number 2, but hopefully not. Let's pick up a win here with a red number. Number 1, perfect. Okay, so plus 15. No need to go to sequence 2 because we hit on sequence 1. Let's clear everything. Take the last 2 spins, which are number 12 and number 1. Type that in. Wait for an upcoming spin and then start again. Number 10. Okay, let's go. We are betting against number 12. It is a low number. Let's put 10 on high. And we do get a high number, number 21. Perfect. That is plus 10. We hit right off the bat, so we can clear. Type in the last 2 spins, which are number 10 and number 21. Okay, let's take a free spin here, and then we'll get started once again. So far, we have stayed on sequence 1, which is great. Wow, that seemed like a short spin there. Okay, number 30. So betting against number 10. So we will go $10 on high. Number 24, beautiful. Okay, another plus 10. Again, we can clear since we hit. Last 2 spins are number 30 and number 24. Okay, so we are up 2 units at the moment. I can go 1 to the left once again. So after this spin, we will place a $5 bet. Number 2, okay. So, betting against number 30, which is a high number, so we will put $5 on low. And looking for a low number. Perfect. Beautiful. Number 18 is a low number, plus 5. And check it out, we are at plus 3 units. Good enough for the session. Remember, I said 3 to 5 units, or until you hit a stop loss, losing all 3 sequences. And fortunate enough for us, we have hit our 3 units. Okay, so our balance is $3,626. We started with $3,611. All right, so there's our 3 units. Let's go ahead and exit the table. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We did not need to go over to sequence 2. We picked up our 3 units, staying on sequence 1. This is why I love this strategy. Combining the no mirror and Rafael 6, fantastic combination. What did you guys think of this strategy? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys once again after taking a break from YouTube. So go ahead, leave me a comment and I will get back to you. Destroy the like button if you enjoyed this video. And hey, consider subscribing. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers. That is our next goal. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch you in the next one. Ciao.